right, friends, I know you're working on your independent work and working on page 400 from your SAB. It says adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers. You're starting with number 5 on this page, so let's take a look at it together. Hopefully, before you've watched this video, you've tried one of these problems on your own. So that's what I'd like you to do. Read the problem and try it, and then think about, what do I need to do to solve it, and then come check using this video. So let's take a look at how to do number 5. So the cooks at Green Bean Restaurant bought 10 bags of potatoes. On Monday, the cooks used 2 3/4 bags of potatoes. On Tuesday, they used 1 3/4 bags of potatoes. On Wednesday, they used 3 1/4 bags of potatoes. How many bags of potatoes do they have left? So first, when I do a story problem, it helps me to think, well, I need to picture this problem. So I'm picturing it. There are 10 bags, and each day, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, they use some more of the potatoes. So they keep taking from the 10 bags that they started with. Now I'm going to think about the numbers that I'm using. So I know I'm taking away, and I'm taking away fractions. So I've got fourths and fourths and fourths. So I need to find out how many they've got left, and they started with 10 bags. I could draw myself a picture of this. So I'm going to draw myself 10 bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each of my rectangles represents a bag of potatoes. So I have 10 bags of potatoes, and the first day, on Monday, they took off 2 3/4 bags. So I think I'm going to start out here and say, well, they used 1 bag, 2 bags, and then they used 3/4 of the next. So let me split that into fourths. And I'm going to cross off 3/4 of that next bag. Okay, so there's 2 3/4. Well, next it said on Tuesday, they used 1 3/4. So I know I used 1 more whole bag, and I can cross off this fourth, and then I need to cross off 2 more fourths. So let's break this one into fourths, cross that one and that one off. So now I've used 4 whole bags and a half of the next. So I took off 2 3/4, and then I took off 1 3/4. Now I need to take off on Wednesday. We use 3 1/4 bag of potatoes. So I know I can cross off 3 whole bags. 1, 2, 3 whole bags. And then I need to cross off that fourth. So I'm going to cross off a fourth. So as I look at my paper here, I'm left with 1, 2 whole bags of potatoes and 1/4 of that one right there. So I know I'm left with 2 1/4 bags left. Well, is there another way that I could have solved this? I could have put together all of the potatoes that I used up, put these together, combine them, which means adding, combine them, and then take the whole thing from 10. Maybe I'll try to do that as my other way. So if I have 3 1/4 plus 1 3/4 plus 2 3/4, I can put those all together and say I've got 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 2 more is 6. So my whole number part is 6. And then 1/4 plus 3/4 is 4/4. Oh, so that's a whole. Plus another 3/4. So 6 plus 1 plus 3/4 equals 7 3/4. So I could think of it as 10 take away 7 and then take away 3/4 more. So I could, as another strategy besides drawing the picture, I could add them all together, and I got 7 3/4, and then I need to do 10 minus 7 3/4. equals. So I know 10 minus 7 equals 3. And then I need to take off that 3/4. 3 minus 3/4. So I better go on a number line. So I need to know if I'm at 3 and I take off 3/4, where will I be? Well, I can count up from 3/4 up to 3 with my open number line. So if I get one more fourth, 1/4, that's going to put me at 1. And then I know I need to go 2. 2 and 1/4. 2 and 1/4. Hey, look, it's the same answer. 2 and 1/4 bags left. I got my same answer in 2 different ways. So I used my draw it out strategy, and I also used my open number line strategy, and both strategies got me the same answer. All right, if you haven't tried number 6 yet, pause the video and go try number 6, and then you can come back and we can work it together to check your work. Pause the video. Okay, let's work on this one. After school, Abdul spent 3/2 hours on homework, 3/2 hours playing soccer, and 1/2 of an hour reading. How much time did he spend on these after-school activities? How much time did he spend? Looks to me like I need to combine them to find out how much time when you put together all of the after-school activities. So I need to add homework plus soccer plus reading. All right, so I want 3/2 of an hour on homework, 3/2 hours on soccer, plus 1/2. Well, let's see how many halves that is. 3/2 plus another 3/2 is 6/2, plus one more half is 7/2. Ooh, 7/2. The numerator is bigger than the denominator, so I know that I can write that as a mixed number. How many halves would that be? So I know that I could make 2/2 is a whole. So I could make 2/2 and 2/2 and 2/2. That would use up 6/2. So that would be 3 whole hours, 3 whole hours, and 1/2 of the next. So he spent 3.5 hours on his homework. Cool. So yeah, I could rewrite that as 2/2 plus 2/2 plus 2/2 plus 1/2. That would give me 7/2, right? So here's 1 whole, 2 wholes, 3 wholes, and then a half. 3.5 hours. All right. If you haven't tried number 7 yet, go try it first, and then come back and watch how to solve it. Pause that video. All right, so here we go. Let's solve number 7. It says Terrell walks 4/10 of a mile to school. Noemi walks 9/10 of a mile to school. How much farther does Noemi walk to school? Hey guys, I see how much farther does she walk. So that tells me that I'm going to compare these two amounts. And when I compare, I subtract. So I need to find out the difference between 9/10 and 4/10. 9/10 minus 4/10. So I can draw a picture. Take a rectangle, split it in half. There, it's in 10 pieces. So I'm coloring in 9/10, 2, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10. And I need to take away 4/10. So I'm going to cross off 4/10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I just need to count up how many tenths I've got left. I've got 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10. 9/10, take away 4/10. My picture shows me as 5/10. I could do this on a number line as well. 4/10 up to 9/10. Well, if I count by tenths, how many tenths would I need to get from 4 up to 9? I would need to add 5/10 because 4 plus 5 equals 9. So I got it right in two different ways. I found that it was 5/10. So how much farther does Noemi walk to school? She walks 5/10 of a mile farther. Bonus points if you realize that 5/10 is the same as 1/2. It's equivalent. All right, last but not least, we have problem number 8. If you have not solved it yet, pause the video. Go give it a try. Use an open number line or draw it out. Okay, let's see how to solve it. So 6 and 5/8 minus 2 and 7/8. Let's start by drawing that one out. 6 and 5/8 is what I need to draw a picture of first. So I'm going to draw 6 rectangles, and then I need 5/8 of the next. So I have to draw that next rectangle and break it into 8 equal pieces. I'm going to make fourths and cut each of them in half. I've got 8s. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it says 5/8. So 6 and 5/8. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my whole number part. And then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. Now it says I need to take away 2 and 7/8. So with my other marker, so that you can see it really well, I'm going to take off 2 holes right there, and then 7/8 of the, okay, well I have 5/8 that I can take away. 2, 3, 4, 5/8. I need to take away 2 more 8s. I can break any one of these whole pieces apart into 8s and then take some 8s away. So let's see. There's fourths, 8s. I already took away 5 of the 7/8 that I need to take away, right? 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. All right, let me mark with green what I have left. I have 3 whole rectangles here. And then I have this part of this rectangle, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/8. So 3 and 6/8 is what I have left. So my answer here is 3 and 6/8. 3 and 6/8 is my final answer there. If you like the open number line, I can make my open number line and start at 2 and 7/8. And I need to get up to 6 and 5/8. So I'm going to count, I'm at 2 and 7/8, so I'm going to jump 1/8. I'm going to jump 1/8 to get up to the number 3. I need to get all the way up to 6, so I'm going to jump up to 6. So that's adding 3, right? Add 3. And then I need to get to 6 and 5/8. So right here, I need to make another jump of 5/8. So I have 3 holes plus 5/8 plus 1/8 more. And that's 6/8. 5 plus 1 gives me 6 1/8 pieces, or 1/8 size jumps. So I have 3 and 6/8. Hey guys, look, I got the same answer here as I did with my draw it out strategy. So I can be pretty confident that I got the right answer because I got it right in 2 different ways. So that's how you solve the problems on SAB page 400. Again, if you are struggling with this, if you're like, I just don't get it, make sure you ask your teacher. That's what we're here for. Good luck.